it's your boy Down Low back for another reply. But before then, let's talk about something that's going on in the music industry, man. So these websites out here just started publishing the weekly sales for singles, man. And you know, I definitely going to touch on that. And I may actually touch on this consistently because these single sales are very fucking important. I mean, you look at the list that you can find at downloadpass.com, man. You see Pharrell on top, almost 3 million, man. And you look down in the list, you see Beyonce over 1,200,000 sales with that Drunken Love, and a bunch of other really strong sales. Like, there was a time back in the day, dudes was like, man, I'm not gonna be a ringtone rapper or anything like that. And what you don't understand is that this money is better money than album money. But anyway, on to today's reply, and it's to that Waka Flocka re-up. And you know what, as I came into this mixtape, man, you know, I was expecting some of the most terrible music that I've ever listened to. Keep that shit 100, and he didn't do that. Usually I find it exceedingly difficult to sit through anything that Waka Flocka did, but yet this mixtape I can actually sit through the entire thing. It wasn't that bad. I'm not saying that it was good. He still doesn't have the absolute basics needed to make a good song, still to this day, years into his fucking career. But since I can sit down and listen to it all the way through, and at no point did I ever get to the point like I can't take this shit anymore, that shows some progression. Hopefully Waka is working on his craft, man, trying to get better at the shit. Real shit is way too little, way too late for me, but ultimately I'm happy to see it. And one thing that kills me about Waka's fan base and such, man, I mean, cause I go through and I read a whole bunch of comments and shit, and dudes is so hyped, like talking about how he's killing Gucci Mane in these verses and shit. And that's one thing I never fucking understand. Why do people give a fuck about rap beef with two rappers that can't rap? That shit is just beyond me. And two of these fans were fucking hyped when Waka was signed under Gucci Mane, and now that the situation's flipped, oh, they are riding so hard against him. That shit ain't cool, no matter what fucking happened. But overall, I give this mixtape a 5 out of 10, and that is a jump forward for Waka. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpass.com. And today's article is about the tough choice, man, because eventually, on your way to success, you're probably gonna have to make this choice. And you know me, I'm always the guy that's saying, work hard, do shit on your own, build yourself up. But ultimately, for most of us, there comes a fucking point where you're going to have to give up portions of what you have earned in order to take you to the next fucking level. Whether this is going with record labels or straight up investors, dude, sometimes you may have to give up 50% of what you built from the fucking ground up in order to get 50% of a much bigger pot. And ultimately, this choice is completely up to you when you have the option to take it. I mean, it's nice to believe that we can just stay independent and do our own thing for all eternity, man, and get the money that we really want, but in a lot of aspects, it doesn't work out like that. Sometimes you have to make the tough choice.